Hey, you murder phoniacs. That's you. Yeah, you know who you are. I see you. I'm watching you. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. This is your host, Tony Ciaglia, the serial killer whisperer. It's a great book. If you haven't read it, you need to. If you don't like reading, buy the audio version. Right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
It'll work.
Yes. From my girlfriend, the audio version always works. I don't think she can read.
What a girl. She
right?
sure gets it.
Uh-huh. Damn straight she does.
Oh, God. I walked into that, didn't I?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. Okay.
And once again, everybody, here we are at Level 9 Studios.
And boy, doesn't it look great?
It looks great.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. And you know, it always has. Scott runs a good show here.
Oh, yeah. Always. It's always been. So people listening out there, you want a great studio and you're in Vegas, Level 9.
Yep.
The best.
Fucking Elon Musk used this studio.
That's right.
That's pretty impressive.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck him, though. This is impressive. Right here. You think Elon Musk would wear this fucking shirt? Hell no.
Now he will.
And everybody, I'm sitting next to a legend, a true legend. He's right there.
Oh, man.
Yeah, the silver fox. Look at that. That's one sexual animal right there. The man, the myth, the legend, the one and only, my dad, the fucking Coxman, everybody. Let's hear it. Hear it for the Coxman.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you, Tony.
You're welcome. We're going to jump right into the show, everyone.
Sounds good.
Somewhere in Southern California, late at night, a van door slides open. A teenage boy thinks he's getting a ride home. But the moment that door shuts, his fate is sealed. And the simple life that he once knew would never be the same again. Inside that van sits William Bonin, the man who would become known as the Freeway Killer.
Piece of shit.
Totally.
Yeah.
He was a piece of shit even growing up.
I know.
In high school.
Yeah.
He dropped out of high school and he was busy molesting the neighborhood boys. So we're not talking about like, oh, I'm an adult now. I'm going to go fucking kill and rape kids. This has been building and building and building. You know?
I know it. Terrible.
And what do they all say? I'm not going to leave any witnesses behind.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's like they graduate to this level of depravity. But here's the point most people don't realize. Bonin wasn't alone. There were other men inside that fucking van. Men who helped grab the victims. Men who held these fucking victims tight while Bonin fucking raped them and tortured them. Men who heard the screaming. And today on Murder Phone, we're not just talking about the monster, you guys. We're talking about the men, the fucking ghoulish demons who rode beside him, the Freeway Killer. That's right. He didn't work alone. The man known as the Freeway Killer didn't just hunt victims. He recruited other cowardly motherfuckers, other helpers and accomplices, which to this day blows my mind. Yeah. So, my name is William Bonin. Listen, I got a plan. I got an idea, okay? Why don't you come with me on a ride in my murder van, and let's go hunt some kids? How does that work? How does that happen? Wouldn't you wish you could, hear that conversation between one asshole to another? Young men who climbed into that van and became part of the nightmare. That's right. They helped him. And sometimes they even helped him kill. One of Bonin's accomplices once told me the reason he brought others along was simple: strategy. More people meant more confusion, Dad. Different faces with the victims meant police might not realize that they were chasing one serial killer. Change the pattern. Slow the investigation. Buy some time. Bonin himself was executed in 1996. Fucking 1996. How long was he on death row? 16 years? 14 years?
14 years.
14 years.
Yeah.
14 years too long.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a guy guilty, march him out into the alley, fucking slash his throat. I got it better.
I like that.
Yeah, I was talking to somebody the other day. Yeah, excuse me. They were asking me, what do you think about death row? And I said, it's a fucking joke. It's a fucking joke that these fucking assholes linger on throughout the years with their appeals and all that shit. Take these motherfuckers out to Seal Island, okay? Throw them overboard and let them swim with the great whites.
Throw a little chum in too, right? A little chum in the water.
What, to stir the atmosphere?
Stir
Get the
it up a
sharks
little
going?
bit. Yeah.
And then Billy Bonin.
I like that.
You like it?
Yes, I do.
Mm-hmm. The person I was talking to
before. That was, yeah.
Person I was talking to liked it too.
You should put in for that.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind.
Put in for that.
Right.
Yeah.
Sure.
So, Bonin, he was executed in 1996. A few years after I suffered my traumatic brain injury, which almost killed me. And long before true crime became my full-time profession. So I never got to explore Bill Bonin's mind. Everybody, life, though, has a strange way of pulling you deeper into certain stories. And eventually, my curiosity led me somewhere most people never go. Lots of people are very interested, and they tell me, gosh, how did you do that? I would love to do that. I would love to do that. But I just couldn't. Well, I did. I had direct contact with these killers themselves. 47 of them, I believe.
Yeah.
Over the years. It's pretty awesome.
Mm.
Through letters, phone calls, and prison visits, I eventually became acquainted to two of Bill Bonin's accomplices, Gregory Miley and James Munro.
Yeah.
Two dirtbag fucking pieces of shit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Greg, do you have anything else you would like to say, like, to the victims' families? Yeah. Douchebag. Now, Bonin's first accomplice, mind you, Vernon Butts,
Fucking beaut.
was already dead by the time I entered the picture. But don't think I wouldn't have loved to have explored his brain like a microscope does a germ. That's what I think of all these people. They're germs. Fucking germs.
Well said.
You like that?
Yeah, I like it.
I do too. And you know what, though? That brings me to today. This is all in the past, Bill Bonin. Let's talk about a present day germ. Someone I mentioned in the last show. And it was fucking phenomenal. So I'd be foolish. I'd be ripping you guys off as watchers and listeners of Murder Phone not to bring this certifiable piece of shit back into the action one more time. That's right. Come on, do it with me, guys. Eric Swalwell. Eric Swalwell. Eric Swalwell. Go ahead, Dad. Do it. Fucking pump it. Dad, come on. Eric Swalwell. Come on. Ladies and gentlemen, murder phoniacs at home. Fucking pump. Eric Swalwell. Eric Swalwell. I don't care if you're driving a fucking car to or from work. Pull the fuck over and pump. Eric Swalwell. Eric fucking Swalwell. Know this, people. Know this. Fucking know this. When this corrupt, lying, fucking piece of shit, puke, garbage politician is behind bars where he fucking belongs, I'm betting there's going to be like 25 big brothers pumping in line, waiting to get inside this fucking piece of shit, Eric Swalwell, and do some damage. I want the prison fucking hospital to have to tuck this piece of garbage asshole back into his ass pipe and sew it in there. Take that in, everybody. Fucking take that in. Let it simmer inside your brain for a little. You know? Eric Swalwell. Eric Swalwell. Fucking garbage.
It's a hell of an improv.
Do you like that?
Jeez, he brought him back.
I had to, and it was even better than last week. Last week, the idea got in my mind. I let it simmer a little bit. Had to bring it back this week.
A lot of positive comment. He must really be hated out there.
Oh, come on.
Fuck.
His own party fucking hates him.
They're the ones that leaked the shit.
Which is great. Which is great.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, all right. Off.
Who was that again?
Eric Swalwell. Eric Swalwell.
Calm down. Calm down.
Gosh. Oh my gosh.
That could be the show.
That could be. All right. So let's get back to these past fucking dirtbags. So through conversations with Gregory Miley, and James Munro, I heard stories about Butts that never quite made it into the official reports.
Oh.
stories about fear, about control, and about what really happened inside that van rolling down the streets of Southern California at night. And trust me, murder phoniacs, once you start hearing the story from the killers themselves, this case becomes even darker than you could even ever imagine.
Truth.
People always picture a serial killer alone, one monster, stalking, trolling the streets, hunting, looking for his victims. But William Bonin didn't work alone. There were other men in that fucking van. Other cocksucking fucking piece of shit, fucking children raping, children murdering, cocksucking pedos. Yes, there were other men helping this guy out. It just is crazy to think that Bonin couldn't handle these 12, 14, 15, 16-year-old boys by himself. He had other men that were just as crazy and fucked up as him in that van to help. Whew. Unbelievable. These men, they watched. They helped. These men said nothing while beautiful little angels and teenage boys screamed in the dark. So over the next few weeks, we'll be talking about the men who rode shotgun with this monster. Dad, let's meet the first and worst asshole of assholes, Vernon Butts. He's a creep.
That's a tough act to follow. Sheesh.
I got to relax a little.
No, but you said it right. How do you put your hands around people helping this guy? Like you said, you would have loved to heard the conversation.
Be a fly on the wall.
Yeah. Unbelievable. Great job. Great. It's tough to follow this, people. Yeah. Good time for the crazies.
We got our own crazy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you see William Bonin, he had a gift. He had a real gift, obviously, for finding broken things, damaged goods, things that have been left out in the rain for too long, that they'd forgotten what warmth really feels like until Bonin wrapped those arms around him. It's disgusting.
Yeah.
It really is. Vernon Butts was 9 years old when his father died. 9. Just let that sit there for a second. Let it breathe. A little boy already wobbling on the tightrope of life, and someone yanked the fucking rope out from under him. People who knew him, they would later describe him as shy, easily led, which sounds almost sweet, doesn't it? Almost harmless.
Yeah, it depends who's leading him.
Yeah, it was neither. Because easily led is adorable when someone convinces you to skip school. It's catastrophic when a person doing the leading is a monster in a van driving to the freeway to pick up kids. By the time Vernon Butts crossed paths with Bonin, he was already unraveling. The unkept appearance, the increasingly strange behavior that unpredictedly made people cross the street rather than talk to him, the black eyes that made people not ask questions. He was a drifter, in and out of penal institutions, burglary, arson, and then came prison. Prosecutors would later suggest that somewhere behind prison walls, Vernon Butts developed a fascination with sadistic sexual violence while incarcerated, and then Billy B walked into his life and handed him a purpose.
Was he gay before he met Bill Bonin?
Yeah, that's from what everyone said, yeah.
Okay.
They both tried to act heterosexual, but they were both gay.
And you gotta fucking look at this guy, you guys. He's a fucking creep.
Yeah.
All right?
See, there's pictures up on YouTube. You'll see him.
And he's not little. He's like 6'4" or
6'4".
6'4". Yeah. He weighs like 108 pounds.
Weird.
Creepy.
So there's a moment in some serial killer stories when the monster stops hunting alone and starts recruiting. For Bill Bonin, this shy loner, that moment came at parties. Parties. Not the kind with balloons and bad karaoke. No, these were the kind of parties where the music was loud, the drugs and liquor were plentiful, and the morality had already left the room. It was one of these gatherings that Bonin met a young man named Vernon Robert Butts. Let's hear what accomplice James Munro had to say about Billy B. and Vernon Butts.
How did he react? Like, okay, you were there when he took a life. What was his attitude like? His emotions?
His emotions were like, he was like a Dr. Jekyll, Dr. Hyde. I could see his face change to where he was like a total monster. I mean, the minute you didn't do anything his way, he would try to kill you. Yeah, he was very, very horrible.
Did you know that guy, the tall guy who killed himself in prison?
Vernon Butts, I met him that night out of the murder. I met him that night at his house.
Okay.
And he was creepy. That guy was 6'4", and he was just totally creepy.
Now, he was a murderer, too.
Yes, he was. He had killed 6 people.
Just like Bonin, ruthless.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you ever...
So you clearly heard James Munro. William Bonin wasn't just a killer. He was a monster. Like Dr. Jekyll and Dr. Hyde. You know what's wrong with that, ladies and gentlemen? There's no fucking such thing as Dr. Jekyll and Dr. Hyde. It's Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
Yeah.
I laugh every time I hear him say that.
They heard it. And he says it all the time, right?
He says it in different conversations.
Dr. Jekyll and Dr. Hyde. Fuck.
Yeah, but see, except this was not fiction, everybody. No. Munro says his face actually changed. Not metaphorically, physically. Like something slipped. And what came out wasn't human. And Dad, I'll tell you, I believe this because we've heard this about
over and over again
about many serial killers.
Yes.
We heard it about Ted Bundy. We heard it about John Wayne Gacy. We heard it about Randy Kraft. Now we hear it about this cocksucker. You know, it's unbelievable. You know?
Yeah, it really is. And we heard it about David Gore and Fred Waterfield when Angela was describing the living wit.
Yeah. Just gives you chills, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah. It's terrible.
And James Munro also said, if William Bonin didn't like you, You didn't get a second chance. You didn't get a warning. You just fucking disappeared. Something you'd like to add to that?
Yeah.
Gee.
Yeah. And then there's Vernon Butts. I like to call him a shadow with a fucking pulse.
I love that. That's brilliant writing. That's exactly what he is.
Well, yeah, you look at him, you think, this guy's a total creep.
Yeah.
But he is. He's like a shadow. He's just kind of there, the 6'4" monster with a pulse.
Yeah.
Munro says he met him the night they killed Stephen Wells. 6'4", creepy and wrong in a way that you can't explain. Not loud and not wild. Just fucking off. This is coming from James Munro, who was more than just a little fucking off himself. So think about that for a second. The kind of presence, he said, that makes your skin crawl. Just talking and looking at his picture makes my skin crawl. Look at the picture on YouTube. You'll see what we're talking about. And Munro calmly states that Butts killed 6 victims himself. 6.
Without Bonin's help?
Yes, 6 himself. They talk quite a bit about it.
Yeah, and now the plot thickens.
Yeah, it does. And you can hear in the way he describes it. Easily led, pulled into something darker than himself. And that's the part that sticks. Because this isn't about what they did. It's about how easy it was for one man to become the monster and the other to follow him into it, which Tony has done a great job of describing. How does it happen?
Thank you. You're talking about that conversation, right?
Yeah.
How does it happen?
How does it happen?
Yeah.
Okay, just 21 years old, Butts was shy and easily led. And when he met Billy B., Butts would later admit he was both drawn to Bonin and deeply afraid of him. He described Bonin as having kind of a hypnotic control over him. What? What was that?
So, Dad, I guess this goes so much further than both of these guys wanting to get inside of each other and explore each other's assholes. Right?
How did I know you were going to go there?
Because you know me and you love me and you walked right the fuck into it.
I did not.
Yes, you did. You said they met at a homo party.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't.
You didn't?
No, I didn't.
Eh? That must have been last episode.
I guess it fucking was. Don't be putting words in my mouth. You just wanted to say it. Admit it.
Yeah.
You just wanted to bring it up.
I'm not putting words in your mouth. Bill Bonin's putting something else in your mouth.
Stop.
Exactly. And then Gacy, he might come in there second. Okay.
All right, here's where the psychology twists. Right here. No, I'm just kidding. Here's where it does twist, though, because while Butts felt controlled by Bonin in his own disturbing way looked up to Butts. Not just physically, because he had to. I mean, he looked up to him.
Yeah, because he had to physically.
Yeah, right?
He was little.
Yeah, he was a little guy.
Yeah,
and he had this, you had fucking Lurch leering over him. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So Bonin later said, I met Vernon Butts and I admired him. He had it all together. Everybody liked him. It was cool having him like me. Made me feel real important. I never had no friends. Think about that for just a second, guys. Think about it. One of the most sadistic killers in American history Billy B, admitting he just wanted a friend. I guess even monsters get lonely, huh?
Well, you know what they say? There's somebody out there for everybody.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah.
And there he was. Creepy Vernon
Butts.
So outwardly, both of these guys maintain the illusion of normal heterosexual lives. But behind closed doors, of course, they became lovers. The intimacy, it became an obsession with them. And the other obsession that we are talking about today is they shared the obsession of death, torture, submission, strangulation, and death.
And each other's cocks. I knew it. I fucking knew it. I knew it.
Why? Why? Just
because I'm me. You know?
I should have left that part out.
Oh, fuck. You know, guys, there's a rumor that Vernon Butts slept in a coffin. It's not true. It's not true. Disappointingly, it's not fucking true. Fuck that. Fuck what people think. I want it to be true. The serial killer fucking whisperer wants it to be true. I mean, how fucking cool would that be? Right? You got this child raping. You got this child murdering asshole, right? Who also wears a wizard costume, sleeping in a coffin. I just think that would be great. You know, it doesn't get any better than that. Go ahead, guys. Try that on for size. Run with it if you have to. I did. I love it. I just think the whole coffin thing would help us understand the mystery of Vernon Butts that much better. Don't you, Dad?
What are you going to be for Halloween?
A wizard.
How did I know that? You like that hat?
I love that hat he used to wear.
Man.
Fucking, he had that like gown that he would wear. And
yeah, but no coffin. I'm sorry. You would have loved that, right?
Right.
Well, fuck it. We'll just pretend he did.
I mean, I was thinking,
right?
Yeah. I mean, these guys were all like low rent bottom dwellers. You know, I mean, how the fuck is he going to afford a coffin?
That's
just
true. I never thought of that.
And aren't they going to think it's strange at UPS or FedEx? Why are we delivering a coffin to this guy's apartment?
All they had to do is look at him.
Yeah.
And they'd know, right?
Fuck, it's terrible. It's terrible. It's terrible.
Well, I love this. This part here, a prop. Being a coffin. A cartoon villain. Being this fucking asshole in a wizard costume.
Exactly.
That's perfect.
It's perfect. Hollywood would fucking love this.
Something theatrical, but unfortunately, the reality of this slime bag is more disturbing.
Yes.
I liked it. You wrote that.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that.
I got to chip in.
No, you always chip in. I'm just saying this little part is perfect. All right. Vernon Butts didn't hide in the darkness. He walked around in the fucking daylight. Confident. He was social. He blended in like you fucking blend, right?
So are we saying that he was more,
outgoing, more of a social animal?
Yeah, because
William fucking Butts?
Yeah.
I mean, than
Bonin.
Billy B?
Yeah, Billy B is
Hell
an
yeah.
introvert. He's an introvert.
Yes.
Right? I mean, this guy, he's out. He's shaking it. He's showing it. Right? Work with it. You got it. Work it. You got it. Work it.
Billy B had the IQ to wear the mask.
Yes.
But his social skills were non-existent.
Inept.
He was terrible.
Yes.
Terrible. But he, pretty good actor, I guess. But not Mr. Butts. He blended right in, man.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't some pale creature rehearsing evil in a bedroom lined with black velvet. He was the guy who could stand. This gives me the creeps.
It is creepy.
This is a guy who could stand next to a little boy in a grocery store in the checkout line and then go out and be a passenger in a van seated next to William Bonin and hunt the little boy. Picture that. Standing in the grocery store. Oh, hi. Because he was outgoing, talking to the little boy. You got a nice little outfit on. I like your hat. And then those two animals would get in the murder van and they'd hunt him. They'd hunt him down, bullshit him into the van, and slaughter him.
Yes.
It's not because he was hypnotized, right?
No. He wanted to be there.
Because he was trapped.
He wanted to be there.
It's because he wanted to be there.
To be there.
Absolutely. 100%. And I need to be very clear to you people out there right now, because this matters for understanding what happened to the victims on the freeway. Vernon Butts was not a passenger. He was not a bystander. He was not some hapless fool swept up into something that he didn't understand. Vernon Butts participated in the abductions, in the assaults, in the murders. He was active. He was present. He was complicit in ways that still make law enforcement officials roll their eyes and stare at the ceiling at 3 a.m. after finding one of the victims. Two broken, twisted, dangerous men. One, a calculated predator. One, a lost boy who found the absolute worst fucking possible person to stop being lost with. Because together, a freeway became a hunting ground.
That was very good. Very good.
Thank you.
And I would like to say that after they slaughtered these boys and dumped their bodies, they didn't hide these bodies. They wanted these bodies to be found so they could go home and they could turn on the TV and they could watch The Freeway Killer has attacked again. A boy has been found at such and such, and you can see them.
They call each other. Turn on the TV. Turn it on.
Just imagine that, okay? Just imagine that in your brain, that there are people out there like this.
And go back and look at those pictures again and look at the two of them and picture a 13-year-old boy getting into that van with those two, knowing what was going to happen. You picture that.
The killing started, and this was the first one. Thomas. Listeners, there is no joking around here, no laughing. I need you to stop whatever the fuck you're doing right now. Stop folding laundry. Stop scrolling on your fucking phones. Stop half watching our show. Because what I'm about to tell you deserves your full attention Not because it's entertaining, but because a 13-year-old boy deserves to have someone, anyone, pay attention to what happened to him. His name was Thomas Glenn Lundgren, 13 years old. Let me say that one more time. 13 years old. He was from Reseda, California. And before we go any further, I want you to picture him. Really picture him. Just a kid. Just a young boy with a skateboard and an entire unlived life stretching in front of him like a California highway with no end in sight. He was the first, the very first, the first name on a list that William Bonin would spend the next year and a half building with absolute, deliberate, and horrifying intention. Thomas left his parents' house. Normal, unremarkable, the kind of moment that happens 1,000 times every single day across this country. Every day without consequence. Except, before he left, Thomas had told his friends something that should make every parent's blood run cold. A man had approached him. A man with a proposition. A man who told this 13-year-old boy that he could be in a skateboarding magazine, that there were photos to be taken, that they should meet at a skate park. Why wouldn't the kid go? I would have went when I was 13.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. I need you to sit with that for a moment and think about it. This creep luring this 13-year-old boy into his web. Kind of like a spider. You know, this isn't the work of a spontaneous predator, you guys. This is the work of someone who planned, someone who practiced, someone who understood exactly which key unlocked which door when it came to a young boy with dreams. A skateboarding magazine. How cool is that? A skateboarding magazine. Boy, my friends are going to think that is so cool. Thomas Lundgren walked out of his parents' house and into the hands of William Bonin and Vernon Butts. His body was found that same afternoon, everybody, in Agora, California. Partially clothed, discarded, left in the dirt, like he was nothing, like he had always been nothing to the men who took him. His clothes were found nearby. And I am going to tell you the rest of this because you need to understand what kind of fucking evil we're dealing with here. What kind of depth of depravity William Bonin carried inside of him like a second skeleton. The autopsy revealed what Thomas had endured He had been emasculated, bludgeoned extensively. His throat had been slashed. He had been stabbed over and over again. And then, as if all of this wasn't enough, as if the universe hadn't already been made unbearably wrong for this young man, he had also been strangled to death. Multiple methods, listeners. Multiple methods. This was not a crime of passion. This was not a moment of chaos. This was a fucking man. 2 men taking their time. Experts who studied Bonin would later offer a theory about the specific nature of Thomas's murder. A theory that is somehow both clinically detached and absolutely chilling at the same time. They believed that the extreme brutality, the escalation, the overkill, the sheer violence of it was Bonin's way of trying to silence something inside of himself. Perhaps his own attraction, his own homosexuality thoughts, perhaps his own darkness. William Bonin was trying to silence, as if by destroying Thomas completely, he could destroy the part of himself that was so physically attracted to this young boy. He couldn't. Of course he couldn't. He never could. And that is why Thomas Lundgren was not the last. He was only the first.
Could I say something?
Yes.
There was a psychiatrist, wasn't it? With his bullshit. He was killing his attraction. Maybe a little of that was true, but I doubt it. You know what I think is true? I think they were practicing. All those fucking methods was practice.
To see which worked best.
Yes, which worked best. And they did more than just, they cut his dick off.
And his balls.
And his balls.
And threw them in a field. They were found in a field.
Yeah. It was practice. And I don't care. That's the reason this guy got out so many times, is people like this. If we make up some type of theory, it'll give us the ability to fix him and to let him go. Well, it doesn't fucking work. I'm sorry. It just doesn't.
That was good. Thank you for sharing
it's so
that.
True.
And it is true.
It is.
His name was Thomas Lundgren. He was 13 years old. Remember him. Because I will.
And I will.
The second victim is Mark Shelton. The summer heat of August 4th hung thick over Southern California. The kind of heat that makes the air shimmer and the shadows feel wrong. William Bonin had been driving. He was always driving this ghoul, this monster. This time, he made his way from Silverado Canyon to Westminster, where he picked up Vernon Butts, a man just as broken down, just as dangerous and just as willing as him. It didn't take long before Bonin made his intentions known. He wanted to rape and murder a teenage hitchhiker. Butts didn't flinch, didn't hesitate. He simply agreed because he wanted to do it just as fucking bad as William Bonin.
That's right.
That agreement would cost 17-year-old Mark Shelton everything, his life. Mark was spotted near Beach Boulevard, a teenager, alone, just trying to get somewhere. Bonin pulled over and offered him $400 for sexual services. What's better than the $35 that he'd been doing in the past?
Well, he knew he wasn't going to have to pay it because he was going to kill him.
Why didn't I think of that? You're right.
It's disgusting, isn't it?
It is disgusting. So, right, he offers him $400 for sexual services. It was a lure, a trap dressed up in cash. And like so many young men who had the devastating misfortune of crossing paths with William Bonin, Mark unfortunately got into the vehicle. What followed was an escalating nightmare that Mark could not escape as Bonin drove towards Cajun Pass in San Bernardino County. The situation inside that vehicle grew darker with every mile. By the time Bonin parked, there was no pretense left, only violence. Mark resisted. Mark was afraid. And to William Bonin, that fear was not something that moved him to stop. It was something that enraged him. Bonin and Butts beat Mark until he was unconscious. But the horror did not stop there. It never does. Mark was violated in ways that defy humanity, assaulted him with foreign objects, including a stick. Injuries so catastrophic that his body went into shock, a shock from which he would never recover from. When it was over, they discarded him, left him beside a gravel road in Cajun Pass like he was nothing, like he had never mattered at all. But Mark Shelton does matter, everybody. He was 17 years old. Please remember Mark Shelton. I know I will. And I know you will.
Without a doubt.
Mm-hmm.
Just hurts. It really does.
It hurts when you dive into these cases.
Yeah.
Well, everybody, I hope you enjoyed the show. That's a wrap for today. And we will see you next time on Murder Phone. Thanks, Dad.
Thanks, buddy. I love you.
I love you.
You're the best.
God bless you. You're the best.
He carried me today, folks. I wasn't feeling that good, and my man carried me like
No.
he always does.
Stop it. Everybody, take care. Stay safe. And always walk in the calm after the storm.